Alright guys, I'm back with another quick tutorial. I'm going to do buttons for this one. Uh, Buttons are fun. There's two types of buttons we use. One's for like blouses and others are for like jeans. Blouses are just like a bone button, pearlized button, plastic buttons, 4 holes and they're stitched through, and then you got the shank buttons, which are like what's on your jeans. In order to start the buttons, we're going to go to the marquee tool, the ellipse tool under the rectangle tool in your toolbar right here, and we're going to hold shift and click and draw a circle. It's important to hold shift in order to get your circle perfectly symmetrical, so you got to do that. I'm going to go ahead and fill this. I need to click on my swatches. I can go ahead and open up additional swatches by clicking on this icon right here for your swatch libraries. Go to gradients and I'm going to choose metals. Alright, for the first button it's going to be the pearlized button. It could be anything you want. It could be solid tones, whatever you like, but I'm going to go ahead and do a pearlized style button. So let's go ahead and click this color right here, and I like to have the gradient not straight up and down. I like it to be going at an angle, and the rest of the gradients I put in here at different angles. Gives it a nice effect. So click on the gradients palette. On this tool right here, you can change the angle. You can see that it's going at, it says 53-degree angle, which is fine. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this one. And the way I do that is hold the Alt, click, Shift, drag. Shift if you want it to stay in the same path, complete level. If you don't push Shift, you can just move it anywhere you want. So here we go. Let me just place it like so. And on the bottom one, I'm just going to go ahead and go back to my gradients panel. So make sure you select it with the selection tool. Choose radial. Okay, so it gives it a different type of shade. Let's move it in a little bit. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and create another circle inside it, holding shift. Let's go about this size here. And we can select these two. I guess I'm going to have to realign it again. And what we'll do is we'll align center, horizontal align center and vertical align center, and that will make these two circles perfect inside each other. I'll get another circle, place it inside, say like so, change this to linear, change the direction. We had 53 on the other one. Let's go minus 48. So now we got a couple different directions going on. Again, select all three and align, center, center. Okay, let's shift it over a little bit. Okay. Now, what happened, it made this section look like it's bubbly, kind of, just for effect, and it looks pretty interesting. Now I'm going to go ahead and create 4 more circles, but I'm going to do it by making one circle. And I'm going to change the gradient on that to the dark. Let's go a little bit bigger on this guy right here. Okay. Now, click, select it with the black arrow, the selection tool. Option or Alt, click, Shift. Now, I want this to be perfectly even. And I'll move it over. Select both, repeat, Alt, click, Shift, drag. Okay, now I have these 4 buttons that are perfectly aligned. Command G will group them, Control G on PC. Okay, now you can just drag them. I'm going to place them in the middle. Okay, I guess we can go a little bit bigger on these because it's such a big button I'm drawing here. Okay, let's go, well, let's center them. I selected everything, but I'm going to deselect the outer circle, the one that's giving us that dimensional effect by holding shift and clicking with the selection tool. Now let's align everything again. Align, align, group it. So now these are all grouped together. Now, draw the stitching. I'm going to get rid of the fill tool. So here's a fill, click none. Now I only have a stroke. Click in the center, click and hold on a second click on a second hole. Curve it. Okay, it's a little bit thin, so let's raise it to, this is, you can't judge by what my stroke weight is, you really have to play it based on your button size. This button is really big, just so we could just so I can demo it. So just decide what stroke weight you would need for yours. Okay, let's create another one. Pen tool, click, click and hold, and curve. Okay, and there we go. Go back to the selection tool, align everything, make sure everything's the way we want it. See what the gradient does here for us. Try to make it a little bit darker on the edges. That's a little bit lighter. Okay, let's rotate it because that's not giving me what I want. Whatever that is dark enough. Here, darken it this way. There we go. Alright. And there's your plastic, pearl, whatever kind of button you want to use. So let me just do one more thing. I'm going to change that to a thicker stroke on the outside. Let's go to 0.5. Alright. Select it all. Group it. For the buttonhole, on like a shirt, I'll just go ahead and do a rectangle. Okay. Center it. Now get rid of the fill. We don't need a fill. We just need the stroke. If my screen stops moving, there we go. Stop moving. Effect, distort and transform, zigzag. Click preview to see what's going on. I'm going to go with relative, size of the zigzag, and the number of ridges. Okay, we went absolute. You can see the difference in smooth, corner, more ridges, less ridges, your choice, whatever you think works for your button. Select the button itself. It's all grouped, so it's okay to select it with the black arrow because the selection tool, it's going to select everything. Bring to front, and now I have my button and the buttonhole. Adjust whatever you need. Okay. Alrighty.